All right, y'all. Let's get into some updates from the Lakewood church shooting. Yeah, man. Like in the first video that I made, I don't know if y'all watched the first video that I made the day after this happened. I didn't know what I was talking about. It's the way the media reports on things, it's so confusing. Why not just say that dude is trans? Like just say like I don't know why it's like we gotta dance around it. It's like dude, he's trans. Dude is trans, right? Right? I'm just because no mention from the media had mentioned that when I was initially going through and looking for like information. It all said that, it's a woman, Janess Moreno, also identifies as some like other like, masculine name as well. And I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe, she's just running around, trying to hide her real name because, out here committing crimes and stuff. But then it comes out, oh, was born a man. Like, oh, okay. I mean, seems like some helpful information to have when reporting on a story, especially of this magnitude. But it was left out of a lot of places. This just came out, this is just an hour ago. Lakewood church shooting. Authorities release evidence found in the shooter's home during a search. It says that authorities said that she brought her son, which I'm still very confused about this story. The child is still in critical condition after being shot in the head. Wow. Following the shooting, authorities executed a search warrant of her home on the 9700 block of Gulfstream. According to the documents, the following items were found. Unknown substance inside a plastic bottle, sample of unknown substance inside plastic bottle, a thumb drive, Texas driver's license, 15 total 5.5 cartridges, a notebook, 2 whiteboard colored bulletproof soft shell vest, 3 iPads, magazine containing 1 9mm bullet, 3 9mm bullets and 4 total 22 caliber bullets, 223 cartridge, Apple cell phone. Why didn't they just say cell phone? HP laptop, a notebook, white mask with Free Gaza Trump. What? Free Gaza Trump. Free Gaza Trump. Printed text messages, notes, notebooks, more notebooks apparently. 7 sheets of handmade poster signs. Book titled All Remainers Are Neo-Nazis. Easy pawn receipt and a tablet. Okay. Not really sure what to make of that. What else we got? Wait, what is this? Do y'all ever go on this site? It's just the perspectives of people are always very mind-blowing to me. It says police say the Lakewood church shooter was cis. The right keeps saying she was trans. Barely a day after the shooting, right-wing politicians and pundits line up to claim Moreno was a deranged trans woman. The suspect at the Texas mega shooting on Sunday was not transgender. So this site, which, I mean, well, let me just read it. It says the suspect in the Texas mega church shooting on Sunday was not transgender, according to this website. Officials have confirmed. Okay. I'm so confused. But that hasn't stopped Republican politicians and conservative media from pushing yet another trans mass shooter conspiracy theory. I would not like to give you my email. I don't want to know about the best of queer. I'm good. The shooting occurred. Yeah, we know that. But like barely a day after the shooting, right-wing politicians and pundits lined up to claim Moreno was a deranged trans woman based only on now debunked evidence. On X, formerly Twitter, anti-LGBTQ plus propagandist Shia Lives of TikTok, oh, I know that, claimed that the Lakewood shooter was another act of trans terrorism and accused the LGBTQ movement of turning youth into violent extremists. Others swiftly followed suit. Missouri Rep. Josh Hawley wrote, Moreno was a transgender, pro-Palestine radical. And Georgia Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene simply called her a trans from El Salvador. Ooh. Donald Trump Jr. and Texas Senator Ted Cruz also boasted the claims on social media this week. A Fox News article on Tuesday also claimed Moreno was transgender, but the article was later edited to walk back that claim after police clarified there was no evidence to support it. The notion that Moreno was trans may have come from confusion over aliases police said Moreno used, as well as names under which she was previously charged. Analysis by watchdog group Media Matters found that MSNBC also reported Moreno was trans on Tuesday, appearing to draw their information from initial police reports. So what is the deal? It says the police also confirmed that Moreno was the biological mother of the 7-year-old who was also critically injured. Okay. I mean, oof. All right. It says son of Lakewood church shooter remains hospitalized, according to grandma. Let's see if this video will play after this ad plays.
This just in, we're learning more about the condition of Moreno's 7-year-old son. He was shot in the gun battle this past Sunday. His grandmother, who is Moreno's mother-in-law, writes in a social media post, Samuel has lost a major part of what makes us who we are, a portion of his frontal lobe. Half of his right skull had to be surgically removed during 2 surgeries done in less than 24 hours. He was in cardiac arrest multiple times, and no one can determine whether he has significant brain activity. Now, police have not said whose bullet ended up shooting Samuel, whether it was Moreno herself or the officers who were returning fire.
I mean,
loved ones.
Regardless of whose bullet it was, you as a mother put your son in that situation in the first place. So that blood is on your hands. As sad as that is, like, ain't no way that a 7-year-old should be dealing with that type of trauma with literally getting shot in the head. Like, there's no way that you should be putting any person, let alone a child, in that situation. It says Lakewood Church Sunday services to be held in remembrance of shooting. Joel Osteen says Sunday church service will be a time of healing and restoration, Lakewood Church pastor Joel Osteen said. Let's see what he had to say in this video.
Hello, Lakewood family.
Come on.
Hello, Lakewood family. We want to tell you.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Lakewood family. We want to tell you how much we love you and how much we've been praying for you. Yes, it's been a difficult week, something we never dreamed we would have to deal with. But we look back now and we see the faithfulness of God and how He protected and watched over us. And this Sunday, we're going to have special services time of healing and restoration, a time of praise and thanksgiving, just thanking God for His angels watching after us and for His faithfulness, for where would we be without the goodness and the mercy of God. So we hope you and your family will come out. You know, there are forces that would like for us to shrink back and live in fear and afraid of what might happen at the school, the grocery store, at work, or even at church. But we are not people of fear. We are people of faith. God has us in the palm of His hand. And this is not the time to shrink back. This is the time to turn to God, to rally together. Really, we are stronger together. I've had friends call me from all over the country that said, Joel, we're coming in this Sunday just to be with you, to support you. So I hope you'll be there and just draw strength from each other. We'll take time to honor some of the heroes that put their life on the line to keep us safe. But I know it's going to be a great time of healing and encouragement. I'll be challenged as well about living in faith and not fear. But we're looking forward to seeing you and your family. Know that we love you very much.
Would I be a bad person if I said that it just rubs me the wrong way sometimes? I don't like, how many times do you think it took him to record that message? It just seemed too, I don't know.
Restoration, a time of praise and thanksgiving, just thanking God for His angels watching after us. And
like, y'all really had to do the cinematic camera movements and everything. You couldn't just got up there and just said something and then had them post it. Like, I mean, I don't know. I heard they said something about, and look, they should do that. They should take time to remember, you know, to remember the goodness of God and how quickly all of this could be gone. We could literally pass at any moment. It's a blessing that we're breathing right now in this very second. It's a blessing that we are able to have life. That could be taken from us at any moment. They should definitely, remember that. They should definitely take some time to slow down and I don't know. I heard that they're gonna that they're increasing security. Lakewood Church security. I heard they're increasing security. Let me see if I can find this. I think they said they're gonna put like what's it? Metal detectors. They want to put like metal detectors in the. What the heck is going on with Temu? What is this? What is this Temu ad they're showing me, bro? Y'all need to stop playing with me. It says Lakewood Church. Tom Bosch, former Secret Service agent, explained that the answer isn't so black and white, as Lakewood Church typically sees tens of thousands of people who come in every single weekend. The building used to be home to the Houston Rockets. I did not know that. That's why that building looks like an airport. It's huge. 600,000 square foot venue. 40,000 people come into that building. My goodness gracious. Let me play it. Let's see what this is.
During yesterday's shooting, here's a question. What could it all mean for Lakewood Church moving forward? What could it mean for us? Could we see more metal detectors at all places of worship in the future? Well, the answer, according to one security expert, just is not easy. ABC 13's Rosie Nguyen joining us live right now from the newsroom, Rosie, to talk about some of the challenges here.
Yeah, it certainly is a heavy dilemma. People typically go to a church, temple, mosque, or synagogue to feel safe. The security expert that you're about to hear from says religious leaders typically try to do everything they can to protect their followers, but they're often constrained by the costs.
It's very hard to protect that many people.
Lakewood Church sees tens of thousands of parishioners come in and out every single weekend. The building used to be home to the Houston Rockets, making security a massive undertaking for the 600,000 square foot venue.
The first thing you have to realize is, what is the security there for? Is the security really there to protect all 40,000 people who come into the building, or is it there for the pastor and to protect him and his family and the people up on the stage?
Tom Bolsch is a former Secret Service agent. He tells me religious organizations.
This is a great point, Tommy. Tommy Bolsch. That was a great point. I don't know if they're necessarily there to protect the people. I think they're there to protect Joel. I think it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good point.
Now, Bolsch says that sometimes smaller congregations will rely on their own parishioners to provide volunteer security, typically through concealed carry during services. However, he encourages anyone who agrees to do this to please get some training before you decide to do so.
I mean, I think a part of the problem is that, okay, number one, how do I get out of this? A part of the problem is that they are literally in a 600 square foot venue for a church. Did you hear? Hold on. They said that they just paid off 100 mil. Christian Post. Is it this one right here? Christian Post. It says, tearful, Joel Osteen announces Lakewood Church paid off $100 million Bank of America loan. $100 million. Oh my goodness. You took out a loan for $100 million? Are we running sports franchises or a church? Thanks to their faithful giving and emotional, Joel Osteen announced to members of his megachurch in Houston, Texas, that they have finally paid off a $100 million loan from Bank of America they had been servicing for some 20 years. He said, my big announcement today is that as of December 31st last year, we have officially paid off the $100 million loan. The Lakewood church leader declared Sunday with his wife, Victoria. It said the announcement followed an emotional walk down memory lane for the pastor as he teared up several times, recalling how the church came to own the former sports arena, previously known as Compaq Center, and transformed it into the massive church that welcomes approximately 45,000 adults to service each week. I look back at those 19 years, and they have been great years. I mean, Lakewood has been a lighthouse to the whole world. And it was interesting when we got the facility, you know, it was a basketball arena, like you saw. But you know, underneath those bleachers, there were service areas and locker rooms where they had to serve food. It wasn't public areas. We needed nurseries and children's facilities. We needed a lot more things. Among those things was the need to build a 5-story building adjacent to the arena that connects to all the rooms underneath the facility. Wow. Osteen recalled how the church initially paid $11.5 million to lease the arena for 60 years, but did not have the required $100 million contractors had projected would be needed to renovate the arena to serve as a church. Wow. Mm. $100 million loan. Wow. It's from CNN. Says authorities say they're investigating what may have motivated Moreno's rampage and whether mental health issues or a recent argument with her ex-husband played a role. Court documents, social media documents, and post details reveal by law enforcement that paint a picture of a woman who struggled with mental illness for years, had undergone a bitter divorce and custody battle for her son, and had a slew of run-ins with the law. Investigators found 2 firearms. Yeah, we've seen that already. She was hospitalized for schizophrenia. Moreno had a documented mental health history, had been placed under emergency detention, according to Houston police in 2016. According to state law, a person with mental illness can be detained when they are at substantial risk of serious harm to themselves or others. In 2022, Moreno's former mother-in-law unsuccessfully petitioned a court in Texas to be declared conservator of Moreno's son, Sam. It's heavy stuff. Still, your problems personally don't justify you to take that out on other people in the form of literally wanting to take their life. Let me check Twitter real quick. Let me see what Twitter has to say. I don't know who this is. You guys know who Sarah Gonzalez is from Blaze? I'm not sure who she is. I don't know what she's going to be saying.
This is exclusive information that was given to me that when you go and search voting records, if she in fact was from El Salvador, why does she have a voting record? Why is she listed as voting in the 2020 election? And if we could go to that other picture there, yes, there is her voting record, Janess Moreno. I won't show you the address, but it's there. And she's voted in the 2020 election, but we've already seen that she's from El Salvador. And we've already seen her extensive rap sheet. So how in the world would she have voted in the 2020 general election? I think Harris County might have some explaining to do.
Y'all worried about the political stuff, man. I did see him smiling.
And there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us, the forces of God are stronger than that. So we're going to keep going strong and just, doing what God's called us to do, lift people up and give hope to the world. Again, I want to thank all these gentlemen because, I can only imagine if it would have happened during the 11 o'clock service. We were in between services going into the Spanish service. So, if there's anything good of it, you know what, she didn't get in there and do a whole lot worse damage. So we thank God for that. He's watching over all of us. And as the chief says, we're going to keep going strong and bringing hope to the world. Just believe that, we're going to stay strong. We're going to continue to move forward. And there are forces of evil, but
Yeah, I mean, I did see him smiling. There's people that reached out to me and that said, "Did you see him smiling?" I mean, I seen him smiling, but what do you want the guy to do? Like, he smiles all the time. You want him to get up there and just be depressed? Like I think it's more genuine of him that he's staying consistent, because bro always smiling for no reason. You know what I mean? I didn't look too much deeper into that. I don't think anyone wanted that to happen. I don't think anyone's happy that that happened. You know what I mean? Man, that's pretty much it for real. I don't know if there's anything else like new stuff. I don't know if there's any other new stuff. So her son needs prayer, obviously. What the grandma said, that he was essentially like lacking his frontal lobe and he's in and out of a coma state, or they don't know if he has consciousness, or I mean, it's going to take a miracle, right? So I think that's something that we could do is to pray. Yeah, man. I think that's the only real new updates that I can find. I'm looking. What's the last thing that he told? There's what? This was his last tweet, I guess. There's not a mountain you face that he can't turn into a molehill. There's not a person that's against you that he can't change their mind. You don't have to convince people. Do your part and leave the rest to God. That was the last thing that he posted or tweeted. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's all the updates that we have right now. Honestly, like, my heart still just breaks, just for the little boy, man. Like, I mean, it's just a tough situation. It's a tough situation. Let me know what y'all think. Get in my comments. If you want to support the channel, like this video, consider subscribing. I'm out, y'all.